Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Tobias Harris.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the center spot. And for Detroit, Harris and Duran together in the middle. Duncan Robinson is out there with Kate Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. And for both of these teams, this is their 4th and final game of group play.
Yeah, and both have done what they needed to do in order to remain in contention for the NBA Cup. But only one side can emerge victorious tonight.
Now here's Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Wow, Cunningham dialing it up from three-point range.
Now Suggs. Outside Bain. Pass to Carter. Bain against Robinson. And there's Bain. That one's good. The assist by Carter.
Yeah, Bain is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Fires the 3. Rebound Detroit. They came away with a victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a show.
Drops in the 3.
Well, look at Wagner stretching the floor. He's usually good for a couple of those a night.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Kate Cunningham.
Oh my, BA. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And he makes the first.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Suggs hits them both. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, BA. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
Now here's Robinson, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. The shot. Harris misses. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Harris passes to Thompson. Robinson on the wing. Detroit moving the ball around. And stolen by Suggs. Kicks it out to Bain. And stolen by Cunningham. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Count that bucket. Cunningham's got 5 points.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Thompson against Wagner. Carter, a screen on Thompson. On the wing, Suggs. Back to Wagner. Over Cunningham. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Cunningham.
Well, infrequently, Harris will take these mid-range looks, but he'd rather be closer in.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Now Bain. The three is up. Sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Thompson. Hey, expanding his range. And he parries his first look.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Picked by Carter. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Oh, the emphatic rejection.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Here's Harris. And the baseline jumper, no good. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. There's the block. Out of bounds, magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Banchero with a screen on Robinson. Pass to Banchero. Clock at 6. Wagner outside.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Harris outside. Here's Robinson. Cunningham on the wing. He's checked by Carter. Harris against Bain. From outside the arc. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5.
You know, Harris blossomed into a stretch big, putting tons of work into his three-point stroke.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Orlando making some changes. Bataze comes in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Franz Wagner. Magic trail by 5. Now here's Suggs. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Here's Bataze. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision. Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
And it's Bain with the ball for the Magic. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
Now here's Cunningham. He played a great game against Boston. Back to Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Robinson for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. And here's Suggs. 9 points in his last outing. Now Banchero. Over Harris. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Down low. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And sends it home for some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. The top pick in his draft, Kate Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in. The free throw drops for Banchero. You look at the Pistons, undefeated at NBA Cup group play, and they look to make it 4-0 with a win here tonight.
Well, watching the film of their previous Cup games, this team is playing with serious confidence. Executing, they might be the best team in this competition so far.
And as for the Orlando Magic, this is a massive game for them in the Cup. Sitting 2-1 tonight, a must-win.
Yeah, history tells us if you get the 3 wins in the group round, you have a good chance to get to the quarterfinals. So they have a lot to play for.
The purpose of the pick and roll is to create a shot for someone. Suggs recognized that this time, that someone wasn't him.
Now here's Harris. And he also played a big role in their last game with Boston. Into the lane. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And Caro outside. Batazzi a screen on Harris. And Caro. Duran with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Batazzi. Orlando has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Just great court recognition there by Suggs. His teammates appreciate when he gets it to them when they're open.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Wagner's checked in for Paolo Banchero. And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses. 5th best, the Pistons.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Dan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard controlled the paint. That team also had great coaching. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 5.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from his work.
And the dunk by Duran.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
Jones, the pass to Wagner. Pass to De Silva. The 3. Duran with the rebound. The Pistons leading. Here's Jenkins. Harris outside. 1:52 left in the opening quarter. Here's Jenkins, defended by Jones. To the wing on the left. Here's Black. And the 3 off target. And Harris has got the ball here for the Pistons. Stolen by Jones. He's got a clear path for the finish. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, that's how you finish on the break. Wagner knows where to get to in the open floor.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Reed's checked in for Duran. And it's Stewart in for Harris. Ivy outside. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game. 2 open that time. They didn't look easy. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Wagner. 29 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And the shot goes. Wagner's got 9 points.
Yeah, Wagner doesn't fear contact. He'll take it right into the defense down there.
Rebound by the Magic.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Batazzi a screen on Stewart. Here's De Silva. Lays it up and banks it in. De Silva's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Ivy outside. De Silva with a rebound. Pass to Batazzi. Now here's Black. De Silva. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Orlando ahead, up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
They've got Paul Reed. Jaden Ivey is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Jenkins in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Detroit has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Ivey goes in, and here's LeVert for 3, and it's Orlando with a rebound. Batazzi's got 4 rebounds in the game. Orlando leading. Jones with the ball. Still no points. Wagner outside. The rebound by Stewart.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Pass to Reed, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at the Pistons, early on, they've got the 3rd best record. And check it out, Orlando. They're just 4 spots down from them.
Well, I think for Detroit, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Three-pointer Stewart, pure from 3-point range. Stewart's got 6 points.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Batazzi, the pass to Black. Batazzi, a screen on LeVert. Clock at 4. Deflected! Here's Jenkins, defended by Jones. Pass to LeVert. And here's Reed. Detroit moving the ball around. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Batazzi, a screen on LeVert. Here's Black. The rebound by Stewart.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Jenkins. On the wing, Ivey. And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, I couldn't have made it much easier for Stewart. He just had to go up and put it down.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Robinson comes in for Ivy. And Cunningham subbed in for Levert. Then for Orlando, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Howard comes in for De Silva. And it's Bain in for Black. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Wagner looking it over. Bain, the pass to Jones. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
And it's Cunningham missing. The Magic have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you, Ryan.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Well, you got to like Thompson's readiness. Coaches love a guy who is always ready to get involved.
Carter, a screen on Cunningham. Inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Now here's Carter. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. It's blocked.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job.
And Detroit making a change here. Harris is checked in. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Jones.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Yeah, Harris is all heart. He won't relent on the play and ends up getting an and-one chance.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Now here's Suggs. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs, fighting off defenders in close.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Down low, Cunningham.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Orlando trailing here. Outside Carter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, remember, this is game 4 of group play in the Cup, Grant. The winner in each of the 6 groups will advance into the 8-team knockout rounds.
And they'll be joined by a wild card team in each conference, the second place team with the best record. And if those records are tied, they'll go to point differential.
That one misses. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
Well, to me, Carter is that classic lunch pail guy. He's big, tough, does the little things, and never complains about his role.
Now here's Stewart. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Celtics in Boston.
And he also contributed a couple blocks, too. Just a glimpse at the impact he had on defense.
And Carroll with it. Robinson defending. And Carroll passes to Suggs. Back to Ben Carroll. And stolen by Cunningham. Harris down low. Guarded by Howard. Howard with some nice D. Orlando has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Shots blocked.
Great recognition from Stewart. I like seeing him use his length and size to make an impact on defense.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Bain. 5 points in the game. And it's Harris with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Cunningham outside. Detroit moving the ball around. The 3 from Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Bain with a screen on Cunningham. Suggs. And the bucket is good. Suggs has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Yeah, Suggs can be pretty slick with his drive, even managing to slip past contact.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Keeping up all the way. Giving the Pistons dancers.
He's checked in for Detroit. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. In the 3rd spot, the Pistons.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Pass to Cunningham. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his 1st foul of the game.
First personal foul. 15 seconds.
Robinson against Bain. And here's Cunningham outside. And it's Bain with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The 3. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, that's Bain's go-to zone. You can't let him have a look from there.
Now here's Duren. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Shot clock at 2. And the dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
Magic trail by 4. Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Carter for 3. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Harris misses.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Howard's shot's good.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his 2nd foul already.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Lataze's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Howard. And Black subbed in for Bain. Harris passes to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. Great D that time from Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. They trail by 1. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game. Lets it fly. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Black. He's scoreless. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. The NBA wanted to raise the stakes during the regular season. Mission accomplished. The cup has been a hit with teams and their fans.
Yeah, team rivalries used to add drama to the regular season. Pacers, Knicks, Bulls, Pistons, Lakers, Celtics. But this tournament has added a whole new dynamic to get excited about.
And the first one at the line is good. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff's showing again he can turn things around.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, what you like about Black is he processes quickly, and he moves quickly, plus great size for his position.
Now here's Robinson. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Pass to Thompson. Duran with a screen on Wagner. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Thompson's got 11. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Now Suggs. He's got 6. Here's Banchero. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Now here's Cunningham. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
In that game against Portland, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Now here's Wagner. He's got 11. Latazia screen on Harris. 6 to shoot. Banchero against Duran. Here's Suggs. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Count it. 16 points for Tobias Harris.
He's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And here's Wagner, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. And Carroll with a screen on Thompson. Here's Wagner, and he banks in the layup. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Pistons on top, up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you look at Tobias Harris in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Orlando has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. On the court for Orlando, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Now here's Banchero. Yes! And the foul! That one on Harris.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Banchero. Paolo. Banchero. One shot.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Cunningham with the ball. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Banchero.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
The first free throw is good. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Now here's Wagner, outside Carter. Bain, the pass to Wagner. Bain with a screen on Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Robinson with a steal. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Robinson. Cunningham outside. Cunningham making moves inside.
Gritty 2 points there from Cunningham. He's added that toughness over time.
Wagner against Thompson. Wagner outside. And Carroll with a screen on Thompson. Clock at 6. The three from Suggs. Nails it from 3. Suggs has got 9.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
Robinson on the wing. Pass to Duran. Thompson scanning the floor. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. It's a 1-point game. And Banchero outside. Pass to Bain. There's the triple. Detroit with a rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Cunningham. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. The Pistons second.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
That one's off.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
And the second free throw is good.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Wagner against Thompson. Wagner, the pass to Bain. And there's the drive. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
The free throw drops for Bain.
Yeah, Bain's improvement over the years has been steady. He's become an impactful player on both ends.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. BA, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Orlando leading by 3. Suggs outside. Pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. The rebound by Detroit.
You've got to love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Harris outside. Rebounded by Suggs. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Duren against Wagner. Pass to Bain. Back to Wagner. Carter, a screen on Duren. 4 on the clock. Shot on the wing. And it's Wagner missing. Pistons trail by 3. Thompson outside. Robinson finds Harris. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Wagner.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
The kick out to Banchero. Shoots over Robinson. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 7 rebounds in the game. Harris passes to Cunningham. Robinson against Wagner. Duren up top. He's got 10. Here's Cunningham. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. Orlando making some changes. Bataze's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Franz Wagner. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 1. Pass to Banchero. Here's Bain from behind the arc. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Bain's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from Bain. He's become a premier scorer in this league.
Outside Robinson. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Bataze.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Suggs with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Suggs no good. Pistons trail by 4. Robinson passes to Harris. On target from range. Harris has got 19 points.
Terrific at cashing in off the catch. Harris wants those passes to come his way.
Outside Bain. There's a screen. Back to Suggs. Misses the layup.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
They get it back.
Fighting for the rebound, making sure they take back possession.
And Carroll with a screen on Thompson to the inside. And Carroll from close range.
And the confidence Banchero possesses is clear. He goes strong around the rim.
Thompson outside. Duren with a screen on Suggs. There's Cunningham with a 3. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Bataze with a screen. Here's Suggs. The shot's good. Suggs has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, good decision-making out of the two-man game. Suggs calls his own number.
Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Cunningham passes to Thompson. To the top. Rebound by the Magic. Batase's got rebound number 8 now.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And Carroll in the post. Working on Thompson. And Carroll no good. Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham, right side. And there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Jenkins is checked in for Cunningham. Then for Orlando, Black's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Jones in for Suggs. Magic leading by 3. Outside Jones. Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. Takes the 3. He buries it from 3. De Silva's got 8.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
For 3, Robinson. Orlando with the rebound. And Carroll's got 5 rebounds in the game. The Pistons making a switch here. LeVert's checked in.
13 foul. Now returning on the floor, your Pistons, number 8.
Now Black. And Carroll with a screen on LeVert. This one for 3. Thompson pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to LeVert. Here's Jenkins. Let's go with a 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
A Swiss Army knife talent. LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
Now here's Jones. And here's Batase. Now Black. He's checked by LeVert. Shot's good by Black.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Jenkins. Thompson outside. Duran the screen. The open shot by Thompson. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Yeah, that's just a smart play by Thompson. Using the pick and roll to free himself up.
Out to the right wing. Thompson against Ben Carroll. Takes a 3. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important to spacing.
Now here's Robinson. Tight defense on him. Launches it. And Detroit another 3.
Robinson in the mix, coming right back.
There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. Black with it. And Carroll outside. Pass to Jones. Here's Black. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ben Carroll. Duran with the rebound. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Thompson passes to LeVert. Back to Thompson. Pass to Duran. Over Batase. Out to Thompson for the tie. It's rebounded by Batase. Batase's got 9 rebounds now. 41 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Black. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Ooh, Ben Carroll with the
It's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Duran with the bucket. Duran's got 14 points for the game.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
And Carroll with a screen on Levert. Black passes to Banchero. Over Thompson. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 10 points in just the second half. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 6. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Paul Reed is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cunningham. Then it's Karis LeVert. And it's Jenkins in at point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. Wagner outside. Here's De Silva. And another 3 for Orlando.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Jenkins. Pass to Reed. 5 on the clock. Now Cunningham releases. Good work defensively by Black. Outside Jones. Now here's Wagner. Black outside. Back to Wagner. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Stewart against Wagner. Here's Cunningham. Orlando with the rebound. On the wing, Jones. Stewart against Wagner. Back to Jones. Wagner with a screen. The shot from 20 feet out, and it's Orlando with another.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Stewart, no good. Orlando leading by 11. Isaac with a screen on Levert. Here's Jones. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Wagner against Stewart. Wagner in the high post. Outside Jones. Goes up from the top of the key. Here's Isaac. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 13.
And really nice timing by Isaac on the glass, winning himself a great second chance look.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
If you see someone of a trick,
Checked in for the Pistons. And a change for the Magic. Howard's checked in for De Silva. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Harris' shot is good. Harris has got 21.
When Harris is cooking like this, get him the ball and clear the way, because He's going to keep his foot on the gas pedal.
Now here's Black. Wagner outside. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Harris on the wing. Nice D from Wagner. Here's Orlando. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Black outside. On the wing, Jones. Back to Black. Wagner against Harris. And Wagner gets it to go.
Well, look, it's been a big night for Wagner. He's 6'10", skilled, smart, a really difficult matchup.
Now here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Jones. Now Howard. Pass to Wagner. Over Harris. And again, Franz Wagner. Wagner's got 9 points here in the second half.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by Black. Magic leading by 15. Tipped. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Harris finds Cunningham. Pulls up on the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. Cunningham's got 20.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. He can take over a game.
Isaac, right side. Pass to Wagner. Isaac with a screen on Harris. Wagner against Harris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
To Orlando. Fans, it's time to get out with the mascot.
For Detroit. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. Paolo Banchero comes in for Wagner. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Howard. And Suggs is subbed in for Jones. Outside Robinson. Duran with a screen on Bane. Robinson for three. Fires in the triple.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
Now here's Black. Robinson defending. And Caro outside. Pass to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Stolen by Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. Cunningham into the lane. And here's Harris outside. Orlando with the rebound. Now here's Carter. Pounded by Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world. Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
Pass to Duran. here's Robinson. There's Cunningham with a three. The rebound by Carter. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Duran with a screen on Suggs to the paint. And the dunk by Duran.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Magic leading by 13. Pass to Ben Carroll. Duran with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. There's Cunningham with a three. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
Carter, a screen on Cunningham. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Franz Wagner checked in for Black. Now here's Cunningham. Out to Harris. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Orlando leading by 13. Now here's Wagner. Suggs outside. Now Wagner. Now Bain fires the three. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Time now to present our player of the game, Franz Wagner.
And it's simple. I mean, when you shoot it like he has, this award is a lock. I mean, up over 60% from the field, that's crazy good. He's given them just about everything he's had today.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again. Pistons trail by 16. Now Thompson. Robinson outside. And here is Thompson. From downtown. And they get it back. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Robinson. He's off from 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Duran against Ben Carroll.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Wagner. Suggs. Oh, missed on the tray. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 16-point game.
And for Harris, it's about getting into a rhythm. Once he does this, he can take over games.
Orlando has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Outside Ben Carroll. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, BA. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Now here's Bain. A minute 6 left in the final quarter. Suggs outside. The reverse. He gets the layup.
They were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Franz Wagner.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Now here's Ivy. There's 45 seconds left in the game. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist. Orlando with the ball. Wagner with it, outside Banchero. Six to shoot. Down goes the jumper.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Come on, shoot.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. And for the NBA Cup tournament, they finished group play with a 3-1 record.
Yeah, they put some extra effort into these NBA Cup games, if you ask me. Now, proving they came to play this year.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Franz Wagner.